Kenny Ken with me. Now, 2 wins on the bounce. I'm smiling because it's just 2 wins on the bounce. I'm going to be honest, I wasn't massively happy with the first half, but listen, we got the win, and we got a win over Brighton, and it's not been since 2017, I think. Yes, last time we beat them. So a long time ago. It was October. Sorry, October 2017, the 2-0 win we last beat them. So it's nice. It feels good, Kenny. What was your thoughts? What was your thoughts on the game?
Very pleased. You know, this is how I know a lot of people say that I like pragmatic football and I like us to win ugly, and we won ugly. I'm very pleased with the performance. I'm pleased with the application, especially in the second half. First half, I thought we were a bit mechanical, but we were trying to work Brighton out. And I think after 25 minutes, we were kind of hanging on in that first half, where Brighton had some really good chances. Nano made some really good saves. We were getting overrun. The second half, the attitude was a lot better, much happier. Remembered all the good things that we did against Chelsea. Very pleased with Smith Rowe. Saka, unbelievable turn of pace. Left Dan Burn training his wake. And for me, the way that Lacazette comes on, 21 seconds, gets the ball, puts it in the corner of the net. I think personally, Lacazette was very unlucky not to be starting today. Because
it's very interesting that decision. And if I'm honest, I'm very disappointed in Aubameyang. It's sad to say, but yeah, he's not really making a good claim to hold that position, Aubameyang up top right now, especially Lacazette's firing.
Definitely, but I think in the first there's a 3-minute spell in the second half when Aubameyang had a couple of good chances. One that was a good save by Sanchez, another one where he's put the ball over the bar, where he's struggling. And then obviously there was another chance that Martinelli had as well. I thought Martinelli, I think he was struggling a bit because I think he worked his nuts off in the first half, where he was part of that compact style that we're now playing, where basically in terms of us being compact, he was having to track back, be part of the Christmas tree when we didn't have the ball. So I think he ran his race, and it was a very good substitution. But in terms of what you said, I thought Aubameyang was very lucky to start today, because I thought that Lacazette should have been the one who started because of the fact he scored 2 goals today.
Yeah, agreed. Very much agreed, Kenny. I was on that note as well. Martinelli, I was watching a live stream because obviously I was watching because I wasn't on it today. But they were saying about Martinelli and saying he didn't have a great game, but I think he did. I think he worked, like you said, he was working his nuts off. He was working extremely hard for the team, which sometimes doesn't mean he's doing all the flashy stuff. He has to do the hard work, which I respect, I think, more sometimes than the flashy stuff for the team. So I think he had quite a good game. I don't know if you had any other thoughts on the other players, like the Emil Smith Rowe.
Well, definitely. Also, for Smith Rowe again, he's very good on the ball. He's very tidy. He looks for the pass. Also, he knows how to draw a foul. So, remember he's gone to places like Huddersfield, and he's gone to Germany. So he's learnt his trade as well. And he's semi ready for our first team. Obviously, Saka's going to get a lot of plaudits because he's the one who's actually played to his potential throughout our bad spell. And let's face it, we're still in a bit of a tricky spell because we've gone up 2 places to 13th. But you've got to say you're very pleased with him. Xhaka, solid. He's a bit of a nuisance. Protected the back four, drew a few fouls, and I think today, it just showed that when you obey your manager's instructions and do as you're told, you don't put him in a situation like people like me and start going to call for his head. And I think today, they need to remember the things that were working under Mikel. The sort of performances we had. We weren't getting so much, great results, but we were hard to beat. I think today was where we got back to basics. Let's get back to being hard to beat. All right, it's not going to be pleasing the eye. It's not going to be exciting to the extent that some purists like yourself who want a bit of skill, you're not going to see it for a while, because I think we're in a bit of a rut where we're getting really bad results, and we're going to have to try and grind them out. I heard West Brom today. They lost. Was it 5-0?
I think it was 5-0 league.
Yeah. So again,
we've got them coming up. We've got them next, actually, and then we've got Newcastle.
So we've got them next on Saturday. We've got to be professional against West Brom, very professional, because obviously we know that they've got a lot of confidence issues, and these are the sort of team that are going to boom, 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 boom forward and just put them under unbearable pressure. But I think in terms of how Leeds play and we play, we don't play with that much confidence at the time. And, we still got a manager that puts out of shackles, so we still got to be very professional when we do play West Brom. But in terms of what we're doing right now, it's not good. We're 30 for the table. We're Arsenal Football Club. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the moment, for the time being, our rivals are going to be teams like Brighton, Burnley, Leeds United, not even Wolves. Wolves are going to be in a different stratosphere, but teams around, from about 10th to 20th, they're the teams we're going to be scrapping with until we get in that sort of run and, go for a run of games. Maybe if we speak in about a month's time, maybe February, and, we improve more, get about, 12 or 15 more points, we may be talking about, maybe getting in the top half of the table. At the moment, it's a game-to-game basis, and it's all about getting results for the club, getting results for the manager. The problem Arteta's going to have is what are the expectations going to be like at the end of the season? Because Arsenal Football Club, is it acceptable for Arsenal Football Club to be like 10th this season?
Yeah, we're going to end up. I know.
It's 8th acceptable because that's where we finished last season. It's 7th acceptable. It's 6th acceptable, and that's the problem people like myself are all going to have.
Yeah.
Even if he does make a revival, we may have a situation where, because the other sides on top of us are still getting good results, like the West Hams, the Wolves, the Southamptons, we're going to be in this sort of thing. We're going to struggle for 8th place. I don't think that's good enough for Arsenal Football Club, Cecil. I really don't.
Is it possible, Kenny, to get to the sixth, 7th position either as well? That's another question. Like, is it possible? I don't think it even is possible the way the season's going.
3 games for a week. The thing is, Cecil, you got 3 points for a win. If you get a run of wins and you win consecutive matches, of course you're going to be in that situation. You only have to look at Manchester. Manchester, from lockdown, Manchester United, players like Bruno Fernandes, all them, they got consecutive wins. They weren't just draw. They drew their first game at Spurs, consecutive. But I think we're a long way from that. What we need is we need for that to come into fruition. We need Aubameyang to start scoring. We need regular goals from Lacazette. We also need Saka to maintain his performances. We're going to need a bit more from Berry. We're going to need Kieran Tierney to up it a bit. And I think that's where. But again, we're so far away from that. We still got to look at the next game, which is West Brom, and then take it from there. But we haven't got the luxury, and neither does Mikel have the luxury of looking that far ahead, because we're not out of the woods yet. We've had some good Chelsea. That was a derby. It was our cup final, and I know a lot of people were going up to me and saying, "Why aren't you doing?" Take your time with all that stuff that you lot are doing, or let's do the conga. I wasn't going to do that because I've been burnt before. You know what I mean? I wasn't. I saw you guys after Man United. What was it? Take your time with. I'm angry. You know what? That's a meme there. That's a meme. That's a meme.
I've seen it.
You guys can't live it down. But the thing about it is that I've been burnt before with this football club, especially in the last 10 years, where we've taken 2 massive steps and a few back forward, and that's what we need. The only way for me to be a bit more happier. Consistency now. Consistency. Not consistently bad results, but consistency in terms of the right attitude, right performances, and a situation where players who don't want to sing off the same hymn sheet shouldn't be playing. So I don't care who you are, sing off the same hymn sheet. I'm not happy with Mikel. I'm not a fan of him as a coach, but he's a man in possession. So if he tells you to go and face the wall, you face the effing wall. I want players from now on. Let's sing off the same hymn sheet. Forget your differences. Forget situation. Play for the team. We're going to need you. There's going to be loads of games. Not everyone's going to be able to play. But when you come in the team, you've got to be ready. You've got to be ready for the club. Forget it, mate. It's the badge now. Doesn't matter anything else. The badge. Whilst you're contracted to Arsenal Football Club, just play the game. Play the game. Play for whoever's in charge. If it's Mikel, play for him. If it's anyone else, then play for him. But you have to forget the past. And maybe I'll try and forget the past. But at the moment, if you look over a record over 10 games, it's 3 wins. 3 wins and a lot of losses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
how many games we played? 15 games, 8 defeats. Not good, man.
Yeah.
Not good.
Good.
Not good. Cecil.
Trust me. Listen, Kenny, thank you for taking your time to speak with me. We'll speak
No
soon.
problem.